What's up, guys? Mad Scientist 7890 back with another edition of In the Lab. Now, with this one, actually, I've had a couple people ask me, about my DVDs I got right here behind me. What I got collection-wise. The way I do things, I'm not really kind of those people who have a collection of, I collect I don't collect everything. You know what I mean? I kind of just pick up DVDs of things I really like or shows that are really good. So I don't really have like a gigantic collection. I'd say collecting for 10 years. I got like 200, maybe 215 DVDs. So I just buy, whatever I think's good. I maybe buy 10, maybe 15 DVDs a year. So I don't really buy everything like a lot of other people do. But what I did want to do was show you some of the stuff I do have. Kind of some of the best stuff that I have and some of my favorite stuff. So I'm going to start with WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, and then just some miscellaneous stuff that I think you guys should know about as well. So here's what I'm going to start with. Alright, here's what I got. Alright, what y'all know about this? Rise and Fall, ECW. It is what it is. One of the best documentary-based wrestling DVDs I've ever seen. And it's made by WWE, and they put a TV, mature on it. So, this is quite possibly the best overall DVD WWE's ever made, story wise. I truly believe. But if you guys haven't have this or haven't seen this, I would definitely pick that up. This as well, Monday Night Wars. I'm pretty big on stories, behind the scene kind of things. I really like, if I'm not getting super good matches or anything like that, I really like to see the inside story of things. So I loved this DVD. Like I said, if you haven't seen this, it has a couple matches on it as well. It's definitely worth, the story alone is worth buying. So I would definitely check that out. Next I got, right here, Mick Foley, the greatest hits and misses. This is actually a special edition. It has a couple more of his later things that he did. I think he had like Randy Orton's match and his match with Ric Flair at SummerSlam. But, I feel like he's one of the most underrated, I guess, guys in wrestling history. I felt like, when he was in the ring with somebody who could really go, and he was on, he would have some of the greatest matches in, the history. His collection of matches, is what a collection of a disc set should be for wrestlers these days. A lot of times they have these disc sets for, certain guys, and, I see it and I'm like, why isn't this match on here? Why isn't that match on here? That match, that collection there has literally every good match he's had. And that's, it makes sense because he picked out the matches. I think, they can't, there's a lot of box sets they have from wrestlers in WWE and in TNA that just don't have all their best matches, just has some here and some there. That actually has pretty much everything that he's ever done. That's really good. So I definitely would check that out. This, great matches. Story was great. A lot of people, don't understand how much he revolutionized how a lot of characters are in wrestling, are today. His whole loose cannon gimmick was absolutely amazing. To go back and see how this really was, it's one of those special things that people don't realize until after it happened. So I really love this DVD. If you guys haven't seen this, check this out. Ladder match DVD. There's really much you can say about it. All the best ladder matches. They're coming out with a second version of it. I will definitely pick that up. Just all the best ladder matches. There's no way you can beat it, Right here, the Ric Flair Ultimate Collection. This is the first one that they did. Had most of its best matches. The matches again, the I Quit match with Terry Funk, one of my favorite matches, and his matches with Steamboat. Not really much of a story, just has promos and different things on it, but it's definitely a pickup because it has some just absolutely amazing matches on it. And this right here, the Bret Hart DVD. The story on this is fabulous. The matches on this are fabulous. It's up there in at least the top 5 best DVD box sets they came out with so far. And like I said, I have most all of the WWE box sets. I have the Stone Cold, The Rock one. I have all of them. But these are the ones that are specifically my favorites, and I will definitely go back and always rewatch these over and over again. So next I got my TNA collection here. This right here, you cannot say you're a TNA fan, at least a beginning TNA fan when they first started, if you don't have this Best of AJ Styles, his first. This is, along with, the first Ring of Honor show, definitely changed my whole perception on wrestling and how things, were and how different things were going to be. I love this DVD. It's one of my favorite. I will go back and watch this over and over and over again. I think one time I fell asleep with it on the main screen, and I woke up in the morning and the volume was still up, and I just kept all day had that AJ Styles theme song stuck in my head. But I just remember that's just a memory I remember from it. Great DVD. Pick that up. This right here, Quad actually just did his top 4 DVDs, and he gave this number 1. This is a very, very, very good DVD. Everything you would expect from Joe. And if, I would shove that in TNA's face right now and just be like, hey, look at what Joe did. Look what he could be doing. So, I mean, that's just a great DVD. And then we get to some pay-per-views by TNA. Their first this Bound for Glory here. This is one of the most funnest TNA shows I think I've probably ever seen. This was so much fun. There was so much going on here, and it didn't feel like it was overbooked. It just felt like they had so much talent, that there was really not much more you could do than do all kinds of different matches like this, So I loved this show. This is one of my favorite TNA pay-per-views. This right here, No Surrender. Oh, this was signed by Joe. I actually didn't get Joe to sign this. I actually bought this at a Slacker signed by Joe. So that was pretty cool. And I don't think it might say Samojo to somebody else, but I don't really give a shit. This is actually a really, really good show as well. One of their best pay-per-views, I think. Slammiversary from 06. Just another really good show. Unexpected, really. And right here, this Lockdown 2007, the one where Joe wins the title. I loved this show. I mean, it wasn't super great overall quality-wise, but the fact that Joe won the title for the first time was just absolutely amazing to me, and I was so excited when that happened. And this right here, everyone should have this. This is the best quality for your money right here for TNA. This 3-box set, or 3-disc set actually, with Turning Point, Final Resolution, and Against All Odds. Final Resolution and Turning Point 2, TNA's last great pay-per-views they've had forever. So, I mean, I would definitely pick those up if you haven't seen any of those DVDs I just showed you. Next here's my Ring of Honor collection of the ones my favorite. Oh, goodness. Alright. Manhattan Mayhem, a lot of people's favorite Ring of Honor show, like, ever. I don't know, it's not really to me, but it's a good show. It has a lot of good quality matches, but nothing, like, super, super great. But it's still a very, very good show if none of you guys have seen it. Joe versus Kabashi. I mean, just for that match alone, the crowd reaction for that match, just wow. If you've not seen Joe versus Kabashi, I would definitely go out of my way and see that match, like, as soon as I get done with this video. Right here, Final Battle 2005, had Loki versus Kenta. Yeah, Loki versus Kenta. If you've ever dreamed about them having a dream match together, they did, actually. So, if you want to see that, get that DVD, because that match is absolutely amazing. That show also had Bryan Danielson versus Naomichi Marufuji, which was great as well. So, I would definitely check this out. Okay, Supercard of Honor 1. Now, this is actually signed. This is signed by Evan Bourne, actually, when he was Matt Sydal. But I had him sign that. It was a funny story, because when I had him sign, he's like, whoa, this is old. And I actually had him sign because I went to Man Up in 2007, the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I had him sign that, and that was his actually last match Ring of Honor before he went to WWE. He's like, "Wow, this is old. This is good stuff, though." And he was pretty excited about it. But yeah, definitely check this out. This has like a nearly an hour long match with Strong and Danielson, the Dragon Gate three-way, which a lot of people consider one of the greatest spot fest type matches ever, and it's very hard to say it's not. So I would definitely check this out if you guys have never seen that. Supercard of Honor, the first one. Better than our best. This is a lot of these right here that I'm showing you are actually shows that are in the Milestone series in 2006, which I thought was the greatest shows in a row ever from Ring of Honor and almost any company I could probably ever think of. But this right here was absolutely amazing. Lance Storm came out of retirement, faced Danielson, had Homicide versus Colt Cabana in a street fight. This was amazing. This was a great show. This might be my favorite Ring of Honor show ever. It's very hard. It's very hard, I'd say. Glory of Honor 5, Night 2. A lot of people consider this the greatest Ring of Honor show of all time. It's hard. It's hard not to say it isn't with the one I'm going to show you here very shortly. But I would definitely pick this up. This is an amazing show. And if it's not their best, it's definitely like in their top 5. I would definitely put Supercard of Honor 3. Like I said, very, very, very good show. Top 5 as well. I would definitely consider that top 5. The Order of Navigation, kind of a sleeper show, and it's one of my favorite Ring of Honor shows, just because I just felt like a lot of people, I guess, didn't really think it was going to be that great, but it's actually one of my favorite shows ever, and it has some really, really good matches from Ring of Honor on it. Glory by Honor. I don't know Roman numerals, so I can't remember that one. But let's just say it's the Glory by Honor, the one where Danielson and Nigel leave at the same time, and also has Ladder War. This is a must buy if you're a Danielson fan or a Nigel fan or just a fan of Ring of Honor, because this is an amazing DVD. This is probably their best. I'd probably say their best show of 2009. And here it is, the probably best Ring of Honor show, in my personal opinion, ever. If you don't have this, you have to have it if you're a Ring of Honor fan. And if you didn't, if you've rented the pay-per-view, then that's amazing. But I didn't see the pay-per-view live, and I wish I did. But everything about this show I absolutely love, and it's very hard for me to sit there and say it's not the best Ring of Honor show I've ever seen. So I would definitely say that. Now next I have a group of miscellaneous kind of shows here for you guys to check out, or just DVDs in general. PWG's sells out the first one, just collection of their best matches. PWG sells out 2. Definitely will get both of those if you're just starting out as a PWG fan. Here's my personal favorite, best PWG show ever. Guerrero Sans Frontiers has had Hero versus Danielson. Danielson's last match before he went to WWE the first time. This whole show is amazing. This is might be one of my favorite indie shows. Period. It's up there in the top 5 indie shows I've ever seen. 3 Mendis, their 6th anniversary, very, very good. And then their very first ever All-Star Weekend shows, Night 1 and Night 2 with PWG. Then I have a couple of FIP shows. Redefined, probably Eric Stevens' best match ever against Roderick Strong. It's very hard to say. It's not one of Roderick Strong's best matches ever either. But this whole show is actually pretty good as well. This right here, picked this up in a bargain bin at the mall. Probably one of the best FIP shows ever. Like, I haven't seen too many of them, but I actually hear a lot of people say this is. I have no idea why somebody would get rid of this, but this is very good. It has the Briscoes versus Necro Butcher and Madman Pondo on it, which is nuts. And then Shingo versus Yamato. It was a good show. It was really, really good. I definitely check that out if you guys can find it. And then I have some Noah shows. You guys should check out First Navigation in 2007, Great Voyage 2006, and Shiny Navigation 2008. And a Best of Dragon Gate, when Ring of Honor, they were still doing kind of a deal together. It's pretty good as well. And then probably the best CZW show I've ever seen, and I'm not really huge, I don't really like CZW that much, but Cage of Death 5 in 2003, there's a lot of really good stuff on this. I would definitely check this out if you want to see the best of CZW, because this to me is their best show they've ever done. So, and that's probably like one of like 4 or 5 shows I've ever seen them do, but but I've heard good things from it, and not too many other people say a lot of their shows are that great. So, but just wanted to show you some of those. Those are some of my favorite DVDs of my collection. Like I said, I have a whole bunch right there behind me still as well. Just box sets, Ring of Honor, TNA, just everything. But like I said, these are my favorite ones. Thought I'd do a little collection video here for you guys. Definitely, if you haven't seen any of those shows, all of those shows I just showed you were great. The box sets were great. So thanks for watching, guys. And if you guys have any ideas for videos or anything else like that, let me know. Because I'm taking some ideas, on some things to do. I have a lot of ideas for things, but I just wanted to throw some different things out here. Also, you see I got my Chicago Bears hat on. I am not a Fairweather fan. I'm just going to let you guys know right now. We are not going to be very good this year. I really don't think we are. But I'm still going to represent. And I hope you guys who are Bears fans too don't puss out on me and, join the Green Bay Packers, because I'm thinking they might win the Super Bowl again this year. But I'm still going to run with the Bears, man. I'm going to pretend like they're really, really good even when they're not. So, thanks, guys. And let me know if you guys want to know about anything else, any other videos, or do anything else. So, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.